everybody. I am Mark Cook. This is the Radio Vision Network, but of course you already knew that. So let's talk about education. Let's talk about getting the skills you need to be able to get the job you need to be able to provide a great life for yourself. So I have the person sitting right to my right who is going to help you do that. She's going to help you get in touch with the education you need. Her name is Siobhan Kelly, and she is from the Camden County Technical Schools, and I only peeked down because I wanted to make sure that I got it right.
You got it correct.
Good morning, Siobhan. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well, and I want to talk about the technical schools in Camden County because they're a little bit unique, and I had no idea, and I think that a lot of people out there are going to find out, very shortly. You guys, not only are you a huge system of schools, you do stuff different than any other technical school in the country. So
I
let's
like
talk
to think
about it.
so.
Yeah.
I like to think so. Well, we offer different schools of education, and within each of these schools of education are different career programs. We range from, your carpenter, your mason, your electrician, electrical apprentice, all the way up to someone who's in pre-engineering and medical arts, where they're learning to become, they want to be a doctor or a coroner, or perhaps they want to be a brain surgeon. We have students that run the gamut from, laying floor and tile and building homes, all the way up to ones who are, we take some of our students out to observe an autopsy.
Yeah, it is amazing. Just very briefly, I looked through some of the programs. I mean, you guys even have performing arts programs.
Yes, we do. And all of the students that go into those programs, they audition. We make sure that they're going to fit into the program and that they're appropriate for the program so that they can find success once they enter it.
Yeah, now, who am I looking at, to want to get involved with the technical schools? Is it a certain age range? Is it let's talk about my potential candidates for the schools.
Great question. We like to start the students off young by introducing them to the school. So we have summer camp programs, and we have tours that we take them on through the school when they're in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh, that's great.
Our ideal candidate is going to be probably a 7th or 8th grader who's interested in one of the career programs that we have, and I'm sure there's something for everybody.
Right.
And we would like them to come in, spend a little time with us, make sure that's what they want to do, and then they would apply for our school. In certain areas, such as performing arts, they'd have to do an audition, and then we work with their sending district, which would be their 8th grade school, to get all of their records and all of their information sent to us. We review the application, and then we let them know if they are accepted.
That's very cool. So this is almost an alternative to traditional high schooling.
Absolutely. It's called a school of choice. And what that means is the student can go to their regular high school district, or they can make the choice to spend a few more minutes in school and gain a trade while they're getting all of the academics they would get at their normal high school. They're still going to have to take all of those required classes that they need to take in a regular comprehensive high school, but they're also getting the trade, which is quite an asset.
Yeah, so it's actually a more aggressive academic program because you have to fulfill all the requirements for the general high school requirements, but then you're adding the technical and the trade on top of that. So it's really it's a great program, and I want you to kind of understand that I'm probably going to be talking to a lot of parents out there, right? Like
Excellent.
These are the ones. These are the ones that we really needed to talk to.
You are correct. You are correct. The parents take a look at some of the different trades, and sometimes they think, oh, I want my child, I just want them to go to college. Well, I want the parents out there to know college is definitely an option. I mean, over 85% of our students do go on to college. At the same time, they have that backup where they're able to go into the trade area.
Right.
I just talked to a bunch of students yesterday. I talked to a bunch of carpenters yesterday, and a couple of them were saying, well, I want to go to college, but I don't know what I want to go to college for. And I said, well, college is a great thing, but do you know what's available to you in the carpentry union?
Right.
Because after 4 years, you're going to be making $47, $50 an hour,
right.
And that's without a college loan.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Right. You're not working to pay back the money you've already paid, and I think that this is a great time to mention the piece to your program that just really stood out to me, and that's that you offer, when you complete the program, any program at the technical schools, yes. Camden County Technical Schools, upon completion, you then help them with lifetime job placement.
Absolutely. We actually start them in their freshman year learning about career exploration, teaching them how to do resumes. We make sure that every student has a portfolio when they leave our school, so that they have a resume and they have my name and my number and my department's information, so they can call us at any time. I always like to say it's lifetime job placement assistance. So that means if they're in a job that they feel is stagnant, or they want to get a better job,
right,
or perhaps they go back and gain some more skills and they're ready to move to the next level, all they have to do is pick up the phone and call our department. We have partnerships with all of the unions and over 3,500 companies in the tri-state area.
You can't put a value on that. You cannot put a dollar amount on how valuable that actually is, because let's just face it, there's no scenario kind of like that out there where they're going to make sure that you're taken care of throughout the rest of your life, and all you had to do was graduate from one of the programs.
I'm very proud of that fact, and I know that our teachers, they're amazing. They actually constantly embed in our students, if you ever need another job, call us first, because we have the contacts.
Yeah, so let's talk about how people can get some more information right now, okay?
Yes.
So if you go to ccts.info,
that's our website.
That's the website. That's ccts.info. And I mention this all the time, right? We're on the internet right now.
That's true.
So here's what you can do. Open up another tab at the top of the screen and go to ccts.info, and you can look at the website while we're talking about it, and you're going to get a great picture of what they're doing over there. Now, I have to ask, because I see that your main office is in Sicklerville, but you've got locations all over the county.
We have locations. Our two main campuses are in Pennsauken on Browning Road. It's a beautiful old building there with all of the different career programs. And then we have Sicklerville. In addition, we're members of the Camden County One Stop, the Camden County Workforce Development Board. So you can go into any of these facilities and they can put you in touch with us.
And honestly, there was a little strategy implemented there. Pennsauken and Sicklerville are kind of on opposite extremes of the county. So if you're from that piece of the county, you head over to Pennsauken and get more information. Or if you're from the lower part, you head over to Sicklerville and talk to Siobhan. They can come and talk to you, I imagine,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. We have an admissions department that's open whenever, 7:30 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Evenings by appointment. We will accommodate whatever the needs are.
Yeah, and here's what I think is kind of a scenario that's going to be easy for you guys out there. One day, either on the way into school or on the way home from school with your 7th or 8th grader, your 6th, 7th, or 8th grader, stop by and just see if this is an option for you, because I think it's something that more people need to find out about, because they don't realize that these programs are even available for them.
And we invite the public twice a year. We open up our doors and we invite the public to come and walk through the entire school,
awesome.
Sample the culinary. We have culinary arts, sample the culinary products, come in and see what our welders are doing, go see what the electric shop is doing. We have a lot of different areas, and we invite the public twice a year. Actually, it was just last week that we had one of the openings, and then we'll have another one in February.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to talk about the programs. I want to talk about all of the different skills, because honestly, it's overwhelming. There's so many things for people to learn. But it just speaks to how great the education system we have in Camden County is that we have the instructors and the professors and the teachers that have that knowledge, and that's how we can build these programs, because we have not only the people that can run them and run them so well, like you, Siobhan, but we also have the people. The people that need the skills, and they're out there, and we're trying to talk to you right now so that you can get in touch with Siobhan and see if this is the right fit for you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break here on Morning Coffee, but you're not going anywhere, right? Because we're going to be right back here on the Radio Vision Network. Stick around.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative. with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Stub some sizzle.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee, everybody. I am Mark Cook, and there it is right there. Morning Coffee with Mark Cook. It says it right there. Yeah, I always do that. I always point the wrong way. I don't know. I'm still learning, folks. I'm still getting my practice. But this is really cool because I'm talking to Siobhan Kelly, and I want to make sure that I get her title right. She is the Job Placement and Cooperative Education Coordinator. It's a mouthful, but that's important stuff.
It is. I also oversee admissions now.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
So what I'm going to need them to do is update your card here.
Yeah, they're already working on it.
Oh, okay, good. They've been ordered. They just haven't come in for the
yes.
printer. All right, so that's good. That's good to know. But
Yes.
honestly, you do so much over there, and I'm glad that they've recognized that the hard work that you put
Thank
in
you.
and all of that. Because listen, what you guys do over there is really cool, and I think that, you know, there's a lot of parents out there. They're like, look, my kid. I love my kid. He's just different. She's a unique, wonderful individual, and I think that she would benefit, or he would benefit from a skill, or a trade, rather than trying to force them into the education system that we know isn't the right fit for every child. And I'm not saying anything that you guys don't already know, and it's not earth-shattering, and it's not groundbreaking or anything like that. It's just kind of how it is.
You are correct. Every child is unique, and what's nice is that we have a place for everybody.
Yeah.
From culinary to all of the different trades to engineering. It's
yeah.
amazing.
Well, that's why I wanted to pull this sheet here and just run through some of the different options that the potential students have. And if you go to the website, you can find out very easily. It's C as in Charlie. ccts.info, and you could watch videos, you can get all of the information and learn about the school and all the different trades. But let's talk about some of these categories.
Absolutely.
Right here. So the first one you have listed is the School of the Arts. That's going to be your performing arts based program. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Performing arts, we have musical and vocal, so we have instrumental.
Awesome.
We have dance, we have acting, actresses. In order to get into those programs, you do have to audition. If you go to our website, it will tell you exactly what you need to do at an audition. You would call the school, take the placement tests, and then we'd schedule you for an audition. We do several shows a year. Even throughout the summer we do shows. Right now we have coming up one that's exciting. We always do a dinner club, like a dinner and a Halloween show. So that's coming up shortly.
So let's break it down real quick, and let's talk kind of personally, all right? Because I think you guys all know that I'm an actor. I'm a professional actor by trade, right? So here's kind of how my life went, all right? I went the traditional road. I went to high school, and then I went to college. I have a degree in economics. Now tell me how much sense that makes, right? This is what I'm doing for a living now. I've worked as an actor. Now I've done heavy training in acting as well once I realized, but I was a radio guy at one point in my life. I've done so many different things.
Wow.
If I would have known that there was an option for me to focus on my acting at a really young age, I would have taken advantage of it.
And it's intense. It's a very serious program. I mean, these students learn so much. They go on to the college. A lot of the performing arts students do go on to college, and they are so ahead of the game when they get there.
Yeah, because look, the foundation is what you need to really be able to build upon the skills to be able to work in that profession, because it's not easy. It's one of the most competitive professions in the world, and when you try to get into it in your late 20s, early 30s, you're up against it. It's even more difficult. Now, I've been very lucky, and I've been I've had a lot of different things kind of fall in place for me, but it doesn't happen that way for everybody. No. And if this is something that you're even remotely interested in, or you feel like your kids are even remotely interested in it, because I know I'm reaching the parents out there more than I'm reaching the actual potential students. But if you see something a little Johnny, he's got like an acting bug. This might be a great way to introduce him to it.
What's really neat is they also get cross-trained. So because we have our carpenters and our electricians there, they also learn about set design.
Oh, that is awesome. That's
lighting,
huge.
all of that. So they get it. They not only get the performing arts piece, they get all of the extras with it.
You know, one of the things that I always tell everybody is that there is a place for everyone in the
Absolutely.
theater. There really is. There's so many different skills to be applied on so many different levels that you can learn almost anything you want in the theater, and that's a really, really cool thing.
It is. It's very neat.
So so we've got like performing arts, we've got the School of the Arts covered, and then my next category is automotive technology.
It's a big one. We have automotive technology. We are NATEF approved, which means we're a part of a national program where they come in and they evaluate our programs. They make sure that we're teaching our students what they should. Our students have to pass what's called ASE, Automotive Service Excellence Tests. Our students are amazing in automotive. I run the cooperative education program, and we can place any student that wants to work in their senior year has a job because we have partnerships with every dealership in the area.
Well, I imagine they're very much in demand.
They are.
And then once they know that they have the skills because they're coming from your program, that's a no-brainer. I imagine you make that fit pretty easily. But you know, I've been in a new car recently. The technology in these cars is just overwhelming.
You're not just turning wrenches. You're working computers. I mean, it's amazing the brain of the vehicle, how much goes into that.
Yeah, these car guys are IT guys now. It's it's crazy, but. You know, you talk about the automotive side of things. That it says building trades, and we know that there's a lot of different trades out there. But let's talk about some of the skill sets.
Sure. I mean, you have first of all, there's a lot of crossover. So we want them to have a wide variety of skills, but then they do focus. So we have carpenters, but carpenters are also learning a little bit of plumbing. They're learning a little bit of HVAC. They're learning a little bit of electric. Okay, and then once they learn that basis, then they're really focusing. Our students will go through, you know, a lot of our electrical students will go on to become electricians. They're in the building trades. We have construction and property management. Those students will go on and they'll work in apartment buildings. They'll work in different facilities such as hospitals and such, learning all the maintenance behind it. There are so many jobs. It's unbelievable. You have black seal, blue seal, red seal. You have all these different jobs, and we train the students to go out and get them. So no matter what the interest is in the building trades, we have the spot for them.
Well, I also like the fact that you kind of give them the foundation on a lot of different things before you put them into their specialty. Yeah. Because if more people were more well-rounded about a lot of different things, they would be able to identify and problem solve a lot more effectively than without the basic skills before you build into your specialty. So I think the dynamic of that is really awesome. So let's just mention again real quick, ccts.info. Go there and get more information. You know what? I'm looking at all of these and I'm feeling like we're not going to be able to get through all of them, right?
Right.
So you guys obviously do a business. Now, that's another really broad category.
Very broad. I mean, we have law, we have accounting, we have marketing, we have anything that the student may be interested in, we can guide them in that direction. Most of our business students by their 12th grade year are out and working. Many of them will go on to college. Many of them will continue full-time in their position while attending college part-time, sometimes getting tuition reimbursement and their college paid for.
Yeah, and that's, I think that that's so important to know that you can do both.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, you don't have to do one or the other. You can do both if that's what you want. Because remember, all you're doing is adding to your tool belt, and sometimes literally, right? You're just adding to your skill sets, you're adding to your knowledge, and we should always want to be learning and trying to gain new skills. Communication arts, culinary arts, health and education, Homeland Security.
Homeland Security is fascinating. Yeah. Not only do we have like an ROTC program where they're learning about the military and they're learning all of the different things, but we have a law and public safety where some of those students will come out with already having their certification as being a local officer or being certified for putting out fires.
Oh, that's huge. They skip a huge step.
Some of them will have their EMT certification. That's awesome.
That is so cool. And then you guys do this. You guys are involved in the STEM program.
Right. STEM is your technology, all of your maths, your sciences, green environmental design, all of your pre-engineering, all of those different things.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. You guys do. Then you're on the other side. You're on the administrative and the registration side of things.
Right. We have to do that. Yes.
And then Sorry, I'm just reading. Professional
There's
services.
a lot there, isn't there?
Yeah, professional services.
Professional services, we have daycare, we have early childhood education, we have cosmetology. Students come out with their license to do someone's hair, to do someone's makeup.
I think what we've realized here is that if you there are so many different options and there are so many different programs that you're going to be able to find one.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah, now how easy is it to kind of move through the programs? If I start in a trade and I decide that's not what I want, is that...
You have basically a year or two to decide. If you start in a trade and you realize it's not for you, we have regular guidance counselors, we have people who will assist you, advisors. We'll switch you to a program that's of more interest to you.
It's so easy. Listen, all they want you to do is get in touch and find out how they can help your student or your child, because listen, this is an alternative program that a lot of people don't know is available right here in Camden County. It is an amazing enhancement to any child's education. So I think you should check out ccts.info right now and get all the information. So Siobhan, I got to take another break.
Absolutely.
You see how fast this is going?
This is amazing.
Yeah.
This
happens.
We
This
even
happens
have
all the
video
time.
productions, by the way.
Well, there you go. Look at that. See, maybe I have to call you now.
There you go.
We might have a little connection there. That's perfect.
Definitely.
So let's take a quick break here on Morning Coffee, but we will be right back here on the Radio Vision Network. Don't go anywhere.
This is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
Well, welcome back to Morning Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network as I read about the Schools of Education Advisory Council agenda. This is happening on Wednesday, November 9th, 2016. And this is kind of cool because the technical schools need to kind of get on the same page with everybody.
Absolutely.
Right? And this is the meeting that kind of where that happens.
Absolutely. We ask experts in the field, and we have every field, to please come in and share an hour and a half of their time and tell us if what we're teaching our students is what they're actually looking for out in business and industry. We let business and industry guide what we teach our students. We want to know the latest and greatest of what's going on.
It just makes sense. Siobhan, why don't more people do things that just make sense, right? Like, it just makes such good sense. Like, why, of course, we want the people that have the skills that they're going to actually use when they get out into the field. Right. And I just want to remind everybody, and you can see it down there, that we're talking to Siobhan Kelly, and she is, I want to make sure, I think this is the updated title. She's the Admissions, Job Placement, and Cooperative Education Director, Coordinator.
Yes. Coordinator, Director, either one. Yes.
I like Director. Let's use that.
Sounds good.
You're gonna need new cards once the new cards arrive, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but the Camden County Technical Schools. Did you guys even know like the huge program that they have that's available? And we want your kids to get involved. If they're in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, there's alternatives out there that you guys probably didn't even know about. And Siobhan is here to help kind of bridge that gap to make sure that we're not wasting time or money or education, right? Because all of these things are so valuable. And how many times does a kid go through high school and, man, they just hate it, and you think that you failed as a parent and all this stuff. It's just terrible, and the kid's not happy, and you don't know why. Well, maybe it was because he didn't fit that. He was wired a little bit differently and wanted to just work with his hands. Wanted to
Every child is different.
Yeah,
Every
talk some experience about that.
Absolutely. What's really beautiful about our school is not every child wants to come in and do academics all day long, and math and English and science and history. There are a lot of students who want to do hands-on things. The beauty of our school is a student graduating after their senior year can go out, get a job, and go to work.
Yeah.
In a career that they've chosen, that they've actually experienced for 3 or 4 years.
You know, and they're trained in that skill. And I want everybody to understand, we mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to mention it again because it's really important that Camden County Technical Schools, they offer lifetime job placement. So upon completion of any of the programs, they're going to help you get a job for the rest of your life. So you can,
Right.
so like really kind of how I see it is that there's so many different programs, right? You help them get a job right out. Say they join a carpenters union. They're in that carpenters union for 20 years.
Yep.
They advance in the union, they do great, but then they're almost at like a management level, right?
Right.
And then they try to figure out, I want to do something else. That was 20 years ago I graduated from Camden County Technical Schools. They can
That's
call
right.
you.
Absolutely. Call me. And we even will help people, like say there's, in perfect example that you just gave. They're in the union all that time. Now they want to start their own business. They want to become big. They think they have the skill under
Right.
their belt to do it. We'll guide them and connect them with whoever we need to connect them with, who will help them. We are partners with the Camden County One Stop. We're partners with SCORE, which is the retired executives. We can partner them with people who can assist them free of charge to follow that goal.
Yeah, that's
So-
that to me is all of the value,
That's
right?
it.
Because
That's it. I
nobody
agree.
makes that claim.
Right.
There's a lot of those specialty schools that do like one of the things
You're
that you
correct.
do, right? Like I'm thinking of a couple of them in a couple different categories.
Right.
They never ever say that we're going to guarantee
Right.
lifetime job.
We lifetime job placement assistants. Our placement rate is extremely high. It's over 98%. I do the follow-up survey myself every year. Yeah, over 98%. And it's all. What's beautiful is it's all free of charge. A student coming to our school, they don't pay anything extra to get all of the extra skills.
That's right.
free
It's a
of charge.
county. It's a county
It's a county
school.
school. Right. So it's all free
Okay.
of charge.
All right. So now you were thinking about it and you're like, man, I think my kid really would benefit from this program. You were thinking about it. Well, now you just have to do it because
right.
you just found out it was free. There's no reason. There's nothing standing in your way now. So I think that, again, what I want you guys to do is look at your schedules, figure out when you can stop, either before school, after school. You know, there's holidays coming up. You're going to have days off, half days, and all that stuff. Give Siobhan a call and just see if it's a right fit for you. If it's not a right fit for you, she's going to tell
Nothing to
you
lose,
it's not,
right.
not a right fit for you.
That's it. Nothing to lose. Nothing.
Yeah.
And you know, just like other comprehensive high schools, we also have all of the clubs and teams and activities that those schools have.
So you're not going to miss
They're
out
not
on
missing
anything.
out
You're
on
not going to miss out on
anything.
soccer
No.
or any basketball or any of that stuff. And it's just, I think it's awesome to help get the word out about this because I didn't know it was available.
Isn't that amazing?
And I've lived in Camden County most of my life.
Uh-oh.
So, you know, it's important that everybody understands that these programs are available to you. They are free. And you need to kind of take notice of them because they're really important. And Siobhan, this is a kind of like a tradition here.
Okay.
I want you to look into camera 3 and I'll
Okay.
shut up. For a
Okay.
change, I will shut up. And
Uh-oh.
this is all you. You could just tell everybody out there, just tell them whatever you want to tell them. I hope it's about the technical schools, but
Absolutely.
you can tell them whatever you like.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I thank you for joining us today. I'm Siobhan Kelly with Camden County Technical Schools. I've been with the district for 28 years, and the reason I've been there for 28 years is because I truly believe in our programs. I believe that we're giving high school students the opportunity to gain skills that they wouldn't normally gain if they went to their regular comprehensive high school. It takes a student who's interested in working, putting their hands on things, getting involved in things, and who's motivated, who perhaps wants to go to work in their senior year, and then maybe go to work or college after their senior year. We have a great admissions department. We'd love to take you on a tour of the facility. We'd love to invite you to come and meet some of our teachers and observe some of our programs. We do offer lifetime job placement assistance, and we have one of the largest work study or cooperative education programs in the state of New Jersey. I personally invite you to please come and join our school and take a look at what we have to offer. I think you'll be very happy, and I think that if you're a parent out there watching, I think it might be the ideal solution for your child.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
appreciate that.
like blown away. Honestly, we got a lot. We do this a lot, and sometimes people have a little hard time kind of getting their message out clearly.
Thank you.
That was really impressive.
I was nervous.
I could tell, but it was really great. And one thing I want to mention to everybody is the easiest way to get the information is go to C as in Charlie. CC or CC as in Camden County.
Camden County.
I keep
there
saying
you go.
Charlie. CC as in Camden County. TS as in technical school. That's ccts.info. That's the website. You're going to get all of the information that you're going to need there. And get in touch with Siobhan. She just wants to help you guys out. So, Siobhan, this was awesome.
This was
Thank
great.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much for having me here
You're
today.
quite welcome.
I appreciate it.
It was my pleasure. I hope you get some folks out there to come in and check out the schools.
With your excitement, I
and
know we
see
will.
all this stuff that you have to offer. It's awesome.
I thank you. I
good
thank
luck.
you very much.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Thank you.
So we're going to take another quick break here on Morning Coffee. We got plenty more coming up for you. So stay right there here on the Radio Vision Network.
Sub some sizzle. This is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart.